Okay. 1, 2. Cool. The Earth is flat.
We got 2 Starbucks, one right here, one down that way. That looks like a Chipotle to me though.
Hello. Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth? The Earth is flat.
Well, we could just hit the 7-Eleven there.
Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth? No, the Earth is flat. Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth? The Earth is flat.
What do you want to do? What's the plan, Stan?
Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth? The Earth is flat. Nice umbrella. Very flowery.
Very flowery.
Hello. Okay. Have you ever? The Earth is flat.
I can't do it.
How do you go to Starbucks?
Yeah. You want to? Down that way.
Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth?
It's flat.
The Earth is flat.
It is flat. You know why it's flat? The reason that the world and Earth is flat is because
That's the way it was made. It's created for us.
flat. If you get a ship, a boat, a rowboat, and you float, and you row, and you keep rowing, and you keep going, eventually you will reach the other side of the world. The reason that is because the world is flat, but gravity doesn't apply. So once you get to the edge, gravity starts pushing you upwards, and that's why it feels like it's a circle, but it's actually a piece of paper with gravity pushing you down and pulling you up on either side, and it's flat.
Or you can use a compass and navigate east and west while keeping your bearing and always staying east and always staying west around a magnetic north that's fixed at the center of the Earth.
And how is that any different than the piece of paper theory that I theorized right now? For example, if this was the Earth right here, and it's completely flat, and we go, what is that?
So this would be south, this is north, this is magnetic north. You're going east, you're going west,
Wow.
you're working right around here.
Wow. So
It's-
we proposed 3 different theories of how the Earth could work. At the end of the day, what matters most is which theory you believe in most.
Well, this theory is actually functional. This is a navigational map. So this is
That
actually
is.
how we navigate around the Earth.
And this
Ships
is-
use it, airplanes use it.
Yeah, my
As a
favorite-
matter of fact, all airlines
Yeah.
use the exact map to
My
navigate
favorite
around
thing
the
about
Earth.
This map right here is that it shows the actual size of Africa to scale related to everything else. Because in circular,
Actually, yeah, the
Greenland
scale
is massive,
sizes.
but Greenland isn't really that big. It's
Exactly.
like the size of
Yeah. They're actually more proportionate to their actual.
This is a beautiful map.
Yeah, it's called the AE map. It's the azimuthal equidistant map.
Antarctica's not a continent, it's just an icy landmass that goes around the outside. That holds all the water in.
Yeah.
So it's like a pond.
It's like
And
a
the sun and the moon are traveling here, so that's heating that up. But of course, this is going to stay cold.
Yeah.
And then, it makes perfect, sense why you have 24-hour,
Earth
sunlight
is flat.
here on the
it's like
north
a
side.
big,
Then
it's like a big frisbee that's just spinning, and Earth.
Nothing's,
Wait,
nope, we're not spinning, we're not
Nothing.
moving. The
Nobody's
sun moves,
moving.
Stars, they move around us just like we see.
fixed and stationary.
So then, wait. So
Like
then
we
what
have
happens?
to-
Does the sun move and the moon moves, but we don't move?
Right,
and
right.
what actually happens is that everything else revolves around the universe, and that's our perception of everything.
We are the.
We-
are the
geocentric versus a helium.
Yeah, the universe revolves around us. It's up there, it's moving. What we see has no relation to what we're doing. So we're sitting here fixed. It is up there rotating.
Absolutely right.
And that's actually proven. So,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. Well, what do you mean? What we see?
well, for instance, like here's a strange observable thing to note is that we could be here in the United States of America, see the moon at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and yet simultaneously in Australia, in their night sky, they have a moon directly above them. And if we were like a ball, the moon would be here, it would be looking through. They're actually looking in the opposite direction of where the moon would be located.
Doesn't actually produce any light of its own. It actually reflects the light of the sun that gives us the illusion of light.
I've actually
at night.
tested moonlight by myself, and I found out that moonlight is colder. You can use a thermometer yourself and actually take the temperature of a moonbeam and actually see that it actually is colder than its surroundings. You can shield it, take the temperature of the ground, it returns to its normal stated temperature. Remove your hand, drops back down again. It's actually easily observable. You should really try it out. It's awesome. It proves it, as a matter of fact, without a reasonable doubt, it is not reflecting warm light, because if it was, the temperature would be warmer, not colder. How is it reversing the temperature of the sun's light?
Because everything matters around perspective.
And perspective is exactly how we see the sun and moon set, because as it moves away from us, we see it drop to the horizon, but that's because everything shrinks to the horizon in distance. So there is no setting of the sun. It's not turning and dropping down below. As a matter of fact, we can even perceive it through ourselves. Whether you believe in contrails or chemtrails, you see them run straight, parallel. You never see them arcing downward over the atmosphere.
Let's say everything is real, everything that you guys are saying is factual, and there's nothing different that exists than the truth that you guys are saying right now. What we would need to do is create a new framework of understanding of how the world and the universe works. We would need to have a completely new understanding of physics. We would have to rewrite all of the centuries-old books of physics to be able to have this new application.
I
this
agree 100%, and it's actually
Now,
that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get
that's a
we're
lot
trying to
of
get
work,
people
though. Why
to.
can't we just keep lying to ourselves and keep saying that the Earth is?
That's kind of a cop out, right? Nature
Yeah.
of reality is more important,
Yeah,
isn't
but we
it?
spent
Like,
400
why would we just
we
give
spent
up
400 years
on reality
telling
out
ourselves
of
that
sheer
this-
laziness? That's kind of sad.
Well, it's
Why would you do that? As a matter of fact, the globe has been in product of application for only less than 200 years. So you're talking about a specific group of people that adopted it earlier as the standard of the world.
Nowadays, it'd be actually a lot easier to recompute everything and make all the maps into flat maps, make all
Well-
the three-dimensional models of what the universe looks like into two-dimensional models. It'd be a lot easier to do now because we have like Apple Watches and iPhones and like digital cameras and stuff. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't take us 500 years to rewrite all of that code, but it's just like, come on. we've been
Our
doing
fears
this way
of
so
our
long,
fears
why would
of
we change
the
it?
work ahead of us should not dismay us or persuade us not to take action. As a matter of fact, the smartest thing that we can do is educate as many people on the subject as possible, because the more eyes that are looking at the subject, I'm 38 years old, so
Wise. You're a wise man. Real fucking wise ass is what you are.
no, man, I just care about the nature of reality, dude.
And
Like,
you don't talk. You're like the sidekick. I like you.
Okay, thanks.
yeah, I mean, all this is really about just to get people thinking and questioning the nature of the reality that they live in. And like, what is more important than the reality we live in, right? Like, we can just take the word of our masters and just assume that they're giving us the truth. But if we're not doing any fact checking or any double looking ourselves, then who are we? We're just as we're just
The
as much to
greatest
blame
thing that
for the
exists
situation than anything.
It's
So
something that exists only in the mind, but it's not in reality. So if you think about what a Earth looks like, there's the physical perspective of what the Earth looks like.
And then there's our testable perspective on what the Earth looks like, which is what's on this pamphlet. It actually shows that you can physically prove that the horizon's completely flat. And if you're looking at 40 miles one way and 40 miles the other way, and you put a straight edge to both of those, and they're at the exact same level, how is that possible on a ball that's 25,000 miles in circumference, where you have 8 inches per mile square of tipping? So we should constantly be seeing things drop over the curve of the horizon, yet that's unobservable to the human eye. As a matter of fact, you could take any instrumentation that you have and you cannot reproduce those effects at all. You can measure, you could take cameras, 80 times zoom, like a P900 camera, and actually see for yourself, where you can see 80 times the distance as a regular person and see that it's all just perspective.
Now this paper's flat. If I make it into like a cone, right, like a spherical object,
yeah,
it's still flat.
Yeah. It doesn't take the fact that remains that the Earth is flat, But you have to prove. We're not asking you to believe us. Like, you don't have to believe it.
Oh, there it is.
You could just go out and just do some research on your own and see how factual it is in your world. Break it down. Be as scrutinous as possible.
The whole time?
Yes.
Okay, I've got to let you guys know right now. I've had a couple drinks, so I might be a little drunk. You can't take my words at face value.
Don't worry. Nobody's judging you. As a matter of fact, the fact that you've been engaging us.
It's difficult for me to engage socially.
The fact that you've been engaging us is awesome. Like, we appreciate it. Like,
the two other things that I said before that.
Yeah.
And the fourth, I probably have a myriad of other psychological and social disorders that.
Don't worry, no judgment will ever come across you. My viewers do not judge. They're very cool. They just appreciate the fact that you're communicating.
Channel?
Yes, I am.
Oh
I do.
Gosh, yes, I am.
Realm Walker. Nice to meet you.
Realm Walker.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Maverick. Nice to meet
I
you.
go by many names though. Goose.
Cool. Do you have a YouTube channel? You can announce it right now if you want.
Yeah. Chasing Kilos.
Chasing Kilos.
So Chasing Kilos is my weightlifting YouTube account. I've been doing weightlifting for probably 4 or 5 months now. I'm not very good at it. I've been to nationals 2 or 3 times in my life. I've won a handful of gold medals, but at the end of the day, what matters most is our perspective on how big the weights are.
I'll let these guys cross first. Don't want to interfere. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm Realm Walker. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ronnie? Ryan. Awesome. So how long you knew the Earth being flat? Is this like a fairly recent thing? This year?
Yeah.
Awesome. How did you find out? Or what did it for you?
Just questioning physics.
Questioning physics? Yeah.
I mean, somebody's upside down, right?
Right, exactly.
Southern hemisphere, do you have to fly south to get in outer space?
Yeah, how does that work, right?
It doesn't.
Yeah, and then like you said the laser test actually proves,
Yep.
Yeah, did you know, this is Nico right here, he's actually in the first laser test experiment, so, yeah.
I did the one on Lake Balaton.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you saw that one.
Was it like debunking somebody else who did it there? Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome.
So you got the flat, like microwave plate here you going?
the AE map,
Yeah.
The dome on top.
There's a flyer if you want to see.
How it's surrounded by ice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Antarctica is not a continent, it's just an icy landmass.
Yeah.
Great, cool.
Yeah, so
I run the Facebook group on the back.
watch out behind you.
The Flat Earth
Ever thought about the shape of the Earth?
No.
The Earth is flat.
Group I run.
Cool. Well, it's nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, man, right on.
Hopefully, the whole like geocentrism and all that. It's like, it's a hoax.
Yeah.
It's a hoax.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Satellites spinning up there and all that.
A satellite, come on.
ISS, astronauts.
Right. If we had satellites, why do we need 5G phone towers?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Cool, right on. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, guys.
Appreciate it. Take it easy.
My girlfriend hates me for this.
YouTube Realm Walker.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
I smoked my way through conspiracies and found the flat earth wasn't a theory. The newest idea was a spinning earth that was shaped like a ball, now seems so absurd. So listen to me as I'm clearing my head, and I won't lie cause I don't waste my breath. There's been years of ball earth conditioning. It's the heliocentric model creating this theory. So back to the beginning of time when the creator decided to make the earth sun shine. Instead of the sun being a star in the the center he created the
electromagnetic energy generator.
spreading the light in daylight cycles, enough to give sleep to the plants and animals, reflecting light through atmospheric bending. The sun then set on the globe Earth theory, yeah. The sun then set on the globe Earth theory. Cartoons, images, maps and fables, theories, prophesizing to keep man shaded, controlled to manipulate.
So we going up?
We gotta go down to go up.
You open up the mind.
Why not? We'll go up and at least we'll feel elevated.
I was okay with not going.
You know what we should have done? Because I was going to do the gravity test to disprove
It's too rainy out.
to disprove Big G by actually taking a weight at the bottom of the Sears Tower and going to the top deck and saying, look, it's not any heavier up here than it is down there.
I know. I was trying to think of what
A scale?
different
Yeah.
tests we could do up
Yeah,
on
but-
top of a building.
But that would work. But because it would disprove.
So let's find a scale and buy one.
Well, see if he's got a scale. Do you have any scales, like weight scales?
What kind of cake?
Like a scale for weight?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
You know, anywhere where we can buy one?
Good upscale in a Walgreen big store.
Walgreens.
Yeah.
So our plan is to go get a scale so we can take a weight at the base of the tower. Then we're going to go up to the sky deck, weigh the same item again, and see if there's a difference in gravity.
mostly stopped raining.
Kind of.
Right here? Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Bada bing, bada boom. It's flat?
Yeah, what?
The earth is flat?
It is flat, isn't it? Ain't it flat?
It's flat. It's not a ball. It's not a spinning ball in space.
Oh, okay.
You never heard about it?
Uh-uh.
Okay, learn about it when you get home.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Flat Earth. Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You got that on camera?
me. Sorry. Is that what it is? It's the wrong kind of scale.
It's the only one they had.
I think it's the wrong kind, personally. Are you live?
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm gonna put something on it.
Yeah, I mean, if we
We're
can
gonna put
get
like
it
8 things
tethering,
on it.
we got to get it to where it's
Let's
like.
start right now. Let's weigh our stuff.
They gotta put the batteries and stuff on it.
Oh,
This bag is.
Well, we do it when we get to the downstairs by the sky deck,
okay.
because
But
it's the
isn't this
that's the lowest.
like 2 floors down.
Yeah. So we're below ground floor. So that would be like low, and then we'll take it at the top. She told him. She was like, "Oh, sorry, camera. Sorry, camera."
Can we weigh ourselves? Like,
Yes.
We're gonna do our own. It's
That's
a
what I-
scale to weigh ourselves.
That's what I thought we were gonna do.
Oh.
Weigh ourselves,
Weigh different.
here.
Weigh the backpack.
then weigh ourselves up there.
I like that idea. This guy and this guy, you put your brains together, and what comes out is amazing.
We're gonna weigh more up there with your gravity.
There's
We're supposed-
Is there more gravity up there or less?
No,
gravity?
less gravity. So when we get to the top, we should weigh less.
And that's a big amount
is
of
this?
difference, right? How many 1,000 feet in the air?
Well, the big G, the constant says that the closer you get to the Earth, the stronger the pull. So
Is
it's
1,000 feet that much of a difference compared to what they say is 4,000 miles?
probably not.
Oh,
Like I said, this experiment ain't gonna really prove shit.
I'm excited.
Yes, let's get excited because it's happening. Willis Tower Sky Deck. We're out here in the basement. This is lower level 2, and the point is we're going to take a scale and do a quick weigh in, go up to the sky deck, take another weigh in, and then compare the two results.
It says 152.6. Okay, my turn. This is 152.6. That's for Nick.
It's Tim. 184.
184 for Tim.
Are we gonna write this down?
Well, he's carrying this. Let's take it again without him carrying it.
184 for Tim.
I gotta write this down. Otherwise,
Do it one more time. Well, we got it on video.
184 for Tim.
Yeah. 249.8. I'm carrying a lot of stuff on me, guys. So.
I
249.8.
think it's good we got a range. A good weight range too.
249.8.
We can't really see too far?
Yeah.
What do you think the visibility is right now?
Right now the visibility is 1 mile on the south side of the building.
But how often does that change? Like,
We can't predict.
but
Can't predict the weather. We're gonna take our
are there any
chances.
people up there? You know?
Oh yeah, there's a couple people up there.
All right.
How many?
You're like a couple suckers.
I know there's people up there.
I saw
50, 100?
a group
Once you
of
get up there, you can ask them. We have a clicker thingy. Like we have count upstairs. We have count. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, but they know.
Awesome.
Look at how quick we wouldn't have to wait to get on.
Look at this. Let's do it. The elevator. File in, boys. That's the exit.
When you come back down, you're gonna go through there. Sorry, man.
You guys believe in the globe Earth? The ball, spinning ball in space? Because NASA tells you.
Welcome to the Sky Deck. You're on your way to the top of the
You
tallest
researched
building
that
in the Western
before?
Hemisphere.
Have you heard of Flat Earth?
Along the way, you can watch as we pass by some of the tallest buildings, monuments, and structures
Go
in the
on
world.
YouTube and
You're riding up
put
this
in Flat Earth and watch a
1450-foot
few
modern
videos.
marvel in
Or
one
on
of the tower's
Facebook. There's thousands of
104
people talking
elevator
about
bars.
it.
For
Your trip to the sky deck will only take about a minute. That means your elevator is traveling at a speed of more than 24 feet per second. The tower opened its doors
I
in
can feel it moving.
1973 and held the title.
There's
If we were really spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, I think I'd be able to feel it moving.
Yeah.
Above the Chicago streets.
Oh, we're going so fast that we
We're now
can't even
past
stay
the
connected to the
850
cell
feet
towers.
in San Francisco
crazy.
That don't go to
Transit
satellites.
970 feet in the Yokohama.
Don't you think if we were closer to the satellites and we'd still have the whole signal?
1,062 feet in Paris's
Satellites were invented by Arthur C. Clarke before
Science
space was
fiction.
even discovered. Yeah.
Science fiction.
1,250 feet in the Empire State Building in New York.
Wow, my ears pop. You guys,
And now
Yeah.
we're here, 103 stories up.
that
Welcome
was
to the top.
awesome.
That's how you're laughing around.
Alright, let's go see clouds.
Yes. Oh, dude, it's exactly how I expected it.
This is
It actually smells a little musty in here.
I actually thought we were going to actually see something.
Well, I knew we weren't going to see anything, but you can kind of see. But it smells a little like a basement.
Inside the north side, you can't see anything.
Oh, really? Oh, because the building's blocking the fog. Yeah.
Fog's coming this way, so on that side it's in again, and this side is clear. See, you see the fog going around the side of the building.
Connect.
Yeah. Are you back online?
Yeah.
All right.
Have you heard of the Flat Earth? Anything about it?
All right, we made it to the top.
Do you want to hear about it?
Sure.
Yeah. Show them the model, too.
Oh. It's shaped like this, with the North Pole here in the center. And Antarctica, it's not a continent, it's just an icy landmass that goes around the outside, holds all the water in, so there's no edge. And the sun, moon, and stars are really close to us, so they're the ones that are moving. And they circle around us. And as the sun goes further away, then it becomes our nighttime, and it's daytime, and then it'll be daytime over here.
And then seasons can be explained because, like, the sun, when it's like our summertime, the sun's actually making a tighter loop, whereas in our wintertime, it's actually going further past the equator. So what we experience, as far as like seasons, is just a matter of like where the sun is sitting over the plane, and sometimes it's tighter and sometimes it's further away. So, and you know that because when the sun goes down, you feel it immediately. It doesn't take a while for the heat to dissipate. It's like as soon as you're out of the sun, you feel the difference. So our seasons are directly affected by the distance of the sun and how tight the loop is.
How do you, because you're up here probably a lot, right? So you can see all the way over to Michigan or whatever when you can see it, when there's good visibility. Is the horizon flat? Or do you see the, do you see the curve?
Yeah, have you ever witnessed the curve?
Not really, not from here.
It looks flat. It looks flat from up here too, but
Yeah.
that's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
I was looking to see if my model matches what the horizon actually looks like. I was looking to see if it was
okay.
flat. But today,
It's a bad day.
Look how low those clouds are, though.
It's crazy, yeah. Well, it's like fog, pretty much like.
The clouds are far.
those over there
Yeah.
are clouds coming in. We're in the.
Well, thanks for.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
What do you want me to do with your
Tripod?
tripod? Should I put it left in your
Oh, check this out. It's flat here too. Where's the curve? There's Indiana. So 12 is Midway Airport. That's far. That's really far. That's outside the city. That's crazy. Completely flat.